Good day, welcome to Multiness Design. In this tutorial that we have started on 2-bedroom middle class design for a while. So we are going to continue, but we want to focus on rendering aspect of it. So we have done this one, which is foundation base. So we were able to do working drawing as well. We did the elevation for this particular project, and there's another elevation. So if you want to see how we arrange all these things in Revit, you can check some of our tutorials. So we did create sheets as well, put this in a sheet. How we did those things have been done in, maybe when you check the playlist from the episode 3 or 4, we did something like this. And last one we did was a schedule of window and doors, things like that. So in this one, we are going to based on our expertise on rendering aspects. So this is the modeling of the whole building. Compare, we have shown you the working drawing and so forth. So but this is the modeling that we have here, and that was part of the model that we did allow us to have all these projects in place. So we are having some of this entourage, like cars. This car particularly is from Fury parts. So we're going to explain everything to you. All these ones are Revit objects. Some of them are Fury objects. So when we want to use Fury, you need to do what? Create a camera for it. So the camera will come from the foundation, which is what I like creating my camera. You can create your camera from anywhere. In fact, you can create your camera from 3D. It doesn't matter. So what I do here is so I'm coming here to pick camera. So it does not matter on this page. You can go to view and pick your camera the same way. You just pick camera from here and you snap all the way down from here to this point. So this is the way I want to pick. So I've chosen this aspect, so I have to crop, expand, and do what? I'm cropping till I have desired size of my photograph. So this is sound as a photographic innovative part. So what you do here is that I don't like this my target elevation because it's minor, because I took it from the foundation. So I'm going to change it to 500 and another 500. Now the reason why I always allow this to have to get to be the same number is that because of this vertical line, which is very important. So this line must vary for always what a perfect straight line, because when you are rendering, those things matter most in your photographic view. So this is what we've done in this case. So the next thing now is to go to Fury and go and check if the materials are okay. You can check your realistic view and see. And okay, this is the realistic view. These are the material that I assigned from Revit. So if you have any material that is not befitting what you want to do here, you can do that in Fury. So let's go to Fury. In this Fury is already enabled. If you have your own new, just open it. It's going to tell you enable Fury. So you click on enable Fury beside the server license. So that will give you may just wait a while and this will come on in place. So this is the Fury aspect now. So we have a current view, but we're not going to render this because this is already existing view. So I'm going to use this tool. It's a view 2 to render my production aspect. So this is a showing buffer framework. You must always enable the production before this one start working, because if not, your project will continue to drag. So the quality of rendering can be negative, can be plus, can be anything. So the resolution, you always have it to be like this. So crop region and things like that, you can be to put this one to print as well, so that it's the same thing. If it's a pizza, that is the way it works. If it's in print, you can bring it to any type of whatsoever you want to do, depends on your own reasonable. So you can still go higher in this DPI and go to like 600, depends on how you want the detail of your texture to come out in the Revit. So the lighting artificial, this one will be able to lighten all this bulb. When you put it off, it will not show. The lighting will not show on the artificial bulb. When you put it on, it's going to show. Sun in Fury is like a setting in the Revit tool. You can set along. Now let me show you asset editor. Some people say when they click like this is what they find in Revit in Fury. So all what you just need to click on this toggle arrow, it will expand. Are you getting it? So these are the materials that are available. This one is what is a dialog site that every moment you choose a material, you'll be able to do the correction and everything, reflectivities. So those are the things that are here. So the more you click on this, it closes. So all the material, this is assigned material that you are going to use. The moment you click it, you are going to drag the material here and assign it to this place. So we are not going to do that on this particular project because I've already assigned on my things from Revit. So these are the numerous kind of material that are here available. You can choose whatsoever you want to use, anyone that is good for you. You work with them, the grass, the glass, and so on and so forth. So now if you site on anything you want, ceramic, brick, whatsoever you think of as in the various aspect of what you are doing, so you are good to go. So you can see more and search more. If you check online, you can see bring more updates by connecting and being to this level. So that is what I want to show you. So I'm not going to use any material from the Fury on this tutorial. So the next thing I want to teach you is that is the Cosmos. You know, remember Cosmos, like I said, this particular car is from this Cosmos. You can download some of which I have downloaded. This one have been a downloaded aspect already. That's why you see the map. So if there's anyone that I connected that I did not download to, it's going to take me to that area, and I will go to home, model home, and things like that to see more of what I've done, what I've not done. So most of them are here that I've already have in my archive. So that is another one. So those are the things if you define one. So the exposure, this exposure is okay because when you set your, because you're going to use 3D. But this exposure mostly when we want to do materials, what we use there most. So you can work on it as well. And so what I just want to focus on here is that when you are rendering, how you can still continue to adjust your beautiful elevation while the ending is going on. So let us start. So we are choosing this from the Revit dialog, which is what project browser. We are choosing 2D and a 3D view number 2. This is what you have already selected here, 3D number 2, because if you don't choose that, it will not work. So you choose it and just click on what? Render. So you let the render come up and the whole process will start using the word frame over. So this is what you having in this space. So let the detail open build up. So this is it. You're having this one, you can decide. How do I do that? You can the old that you have done, assign new one. So in this place you just click on white balance, let it cover it up. So in the white balance now you can change the temperature. Can you see the temperatures are changing? You can reduce it and bring it to depends on what you are doing. Increase this aspect again. So you check all the color and everything as it didn't fit for you. So as you are doing it, you are seeing the change and reaction. So zoom in again. So you can go on and go and select this sharpen. In the sharpen, you increase it. Look at it. It's going to change. It will not reflect too much. Can you see? So you are going to be seeing the effect. That's exactly what I want to show you here. So the technicality of changing all these things are lie within you. So if you do, when the thing is rendering, if you are satisfied with what you want to do for now, you can decide to say, okay, I want to change it, and you click on what you want to click. So at the same time, you can toggle off all these things. You don't want them, you can bring them back one after the other. Things like that are here in what? In a very paramount in what? In Fury. So Fury is an enabling environment that allows you to work. So the detail of this have been done already. I've done a lot of this work, so I'm not going to waste too much time on it because it's the rendering, the bypass. You know, as we all know, the engine of Fury render a lot because of the natural light that it brings. So it's one of the best rendering engine in the presentation and visualization industry. So that is why. So now this thing is rendering, and you can decide to continue to sharpen it based on the fact that okay, you see it to the very end. how it helps you. So some of these, look on the table. If you want them to be saved, you save them. If you still want them, so there are so many things. So the more you do, the more you can add more layer to this one. Delete some layer that you don't want, like this white balance. You can delete it by saying delete. Are you getting it? So you can right click again and say new layer. You can click expose. So exposure. So exposure is here now. So you can check by, can you see? Can you now see? These are the exposure for you. You reduce this one, you adjust this one. So it does not matter, anything you want to do, you can overlay it and change this and say okay, lighting, you say you want to do, say normal, whatever you want to do. So if you don't like them again too, you can just like close them down. At the same time, you delete them if you want. And if you want to save them, save. If you want to load them, load. If you want to duplicate this part, you can duplicate it. So everything is there like the way you are using it in the Photoshop. You are the one that who have been using Photoshop regularly before. So I think this explanation will help you out as I've done, so you can do your own practice and whatsoever. So I've done a little bit. Let me just show you what I've gotten to. This is the way I want my phone to be at the end of all the rendering. I saved this thing based on what PNG. That is why you are not seeing the program, because I will still want to use it in another software. So I want to use it in another package. That's why I'm saving it in the PNG. So how do you do that in saving? Go back to that list and say file. It says save the current channel. Forget when you save the current channel, this is a natural field. So you save the current channel, you're going to take it to anywhere you want to save it. Click on any folder you want to save it to. This is the PNG position. So there are so many other formats you can save for, but the one that you not have background graphics before you want to use anything is this one. You can use Tagger if you want to do it too. It actually doesn't have background graphics, but the remaining ones are having. So radian image, this one, if you want to use it for what's it called, dynamic range image, if you want to use it like in form of 3D, I want to use to wrap around the whole object. So this is how you want to say, but I love this PNG because I don't used to go around with my background. So that is the explanation I want to give you. So now this one is what I have discovered and I've gotten. This car is rendering, is a post-mortem rendering. This car, the Revit, all these objects, all of them are the Revit objects. The materials are Revit material. It comes in detail because of what this sharp one I use and every other things. So if I want more resolution than this, the more you put your resolution, the higher you get in this situation. So this is what I came up with the whole background on the Revit aspects. And you see what I've done here. So this is the Photoshop. I've taken it to Photoshop and I've already gotten it. So this one now, I present it out and everyone will see and everyone will work with it and the whole thing work. So all these background you are seeing are come in the form of layers. So I can decide to toggle them off. Just click from here to here and you see off. You see all those things are going to disappear one after the other, and you are not seeing them again. You can decide to off this. So this is the neutral background as it came from. Can you see? So decide to bring them back into space. Most of these things are the layer that I created that you are not seeing. So that is how this thing works. After this one now, you can now save this one again, whether it's a JPEG or any format you want to save it and expose it. So thanks for watching, and again, as you are working here, you can still continue working with your that one is rendering. You can still continue working with your project in Revit because that has already been exported to Fury engine. So you can